The advertising and marketing game is all about attention. Turns out, by the way, that that's what AI is all about as well. It's what Google has figured out. It's all about attention. It's what Facebook has figured out. It's all about what people are paying attention to. Now, for some strange and miraculous reason, we humans are able to direct our own attention. And we're able to be aware of our own thinking. And we're able to use our attention and our awareness to direct our thinking. Usually what's happening is the thinking is happening automatically, and we're under the illusion that we're directing it. It's like a lucid dream or something, where we're automatically thinking, but it looks to us like we're doing it on purpose. But we can think intentionally once in a while. We can consciously think. That's a miracle. But the fact that we can get the attention of others and then direct that attention and channel it, this is it. Okay, this is the power. Annie and I and our daughter went to Tanzania a couple of months ago, and you've heard me tell the stories a little bit here. And so, has anyone here ever been there and like been on safari and gone out and seen the animals and the Jeep? Yeah, okay, so we got some people there. Yeah, Henry, Kirsten, a couple of others maybe. Okay, so it's really interesting to get in the Jeep and to go out driving around and go on quote unquote safari. If you get a chance to do it, I highly recommend it, because the Great Migration is still happening, and like 2 million wildebeest, migrate. And there are big, giant families of elephants, like 30 elephants of every size, and they're just walking and eating, and they just live there. And at first you're like, oh, there's a big zoo. But then you kind of realize, oh, wait, no, this is not a zoo. This is thousands of miles of this. And there's so much wildlife there. So after we're in the Jeep for several hours, and I realize we're not anywhere near, the lodge kind of thing, I realize that nature is calling me as well, and I'm like, hey, is it possible to just like jump out and take a pee here? And the driver said, yeah, let me, find you a place. Now, we had just seen like a lion eating a wildebeest, not too long ago. And I'll tell you, I have never been more on alert in my whole life than when I jumped out of that Jeep to take a pee. I mean, I never looked down. I'll tell you that. Okay. It's a dangerous situation. It's like skydiving. Don't look down, So why was I in so much attention? What was going on here? Well, there's some part of me that knows that there's hyenas and leopards and lions and things that literally, if they see me, they might eat me. Right? Because I'm from there originally. My lineage goes back there, and we evolved together. And, by the way, it also became really apparent to me why I stand up on two legs, because the grass is about, this tall. I'm like, oh, that's how that happened. I'm looking, I need to see. And the lions are the same color as the grass. It's really, again, it's quite exciting to have an experience like this. So why am I saying this when we're talking about marketing here? Because when you're driving along in that Jeep, even if you're protected inside that Jeep, when you see a lion, all of your attention goes on that lion, and you can't stop looking at it. You can't stop. It's particularly helpful if it's eating another animal, then it's really, although it's kind of calms you down because they got something to eat. But even though you're in this Jeep, there's a part of you that's always thinking, well, what if the Jeep gets in an accident? What if the lion really wants to get in? Well, the Jeep's got the top that's up, and it could maybe come and reach, I don't know. Right? There's some part of you that's activated. Well, I want to suggest to you that there's a part of your clients, your ideal client, that is on safari in their life somewhere, and they're running into a challenge or a problem. And it's got their attention the same way that those lions had my attention in Africa. And they can't control the fact that it's got their attention. And when you're writing advertising and marketing, that you need to be talking to the part of them that is paying attention to that part of their life. So when we're riding along in the safari Jeep, if somebody says lion, no, it doesn't matter. Everybody's talking, there's conversation. Everybody stops and goes and looks, right? Lion. Everybody stops and looks right then. Okay. Hyena, elephant, giraffe. Everyone stops and looks. Your clients, they're going through issues in their life. They need to lose weight. They're in a fight with their partner. They're going to lose their job. They want to start a business. Their dog barks too much. They're feeling depressed. Whatever their problem is, they need to hire some team members in their company. They need to turn their company around. They need to start a company. And your clients are going through something where, just like if someone says lion and everyone looks, if you say lose belly fat, stop fighting with your partner, start your business, that client says, where? Huh? And their attention gets marshaled and channeled to what you're saying. Do we understand? Who's getting what I'm talking about here when it comes to advertising and marketing? Okay. So most people, when they start out in advertising and marketing, they don't get this. They think that they're advertising and marketing themselves. And so they like take a glamour shot of them and they like put it up on their ad and they say, like Susie Jones, coach, like, oh, I'm fancy, I'm a coach. But that's not what your client cares about, right? Your client cares about the problem that they're having, right? So you want to run an ad that doesn't say Susie Jones, coach, right? You want to run an ad that says lose that 30 pounds that you gained when you had your kids without a military diet and you feel like you're starving. That's what she wants to hear. Yeah. So when I'm doing advertising and marketing, what I'm doing is not trying to figure out how to write a clever ad or get people to like me or any of that kind of stuff. What I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out what is the problem that my client is having right now. And then what can I offer them to help solve that problem that grabs their attention and focuses it on the message long enough so that I can get them to come and follow me or give me their email address so that I can what? Follow up. See, another major mistake that new coaches make, and experienced coaches and even experienced marketers, right? Huge mistake they make is they're trying to run an ad that gets someone to call and buy from them right now. And that's it. They're like, I want to run an ad and get somebody to call and give me money. Well, maybe, but how much better is it to run an ad that gets lots of prospective clients to come and join your list, and then you can follow up with them and you can make 10 times as much money. But it's over the long run that you can do this. You have to be thinking a little bit more strategically.